when it comes to SRM, it's still not front and center. So the IPCC report have summaries, the summary for policymakers, technical summaries. They do not mention much about the SRM, and this suggests a lack of appetite from policymakers. And the scenarios in working group 1 and working group 3, they do not deal with SRM. But if you look deeper, there's a considerable coverage of the SRM within the main text of the report. So, and it's a good summary of the literature, although sometimes it's hard to read because of the technical language used. But we have covered science and the climate risk reduction from the use of SRM, and also possible novel risks from SRM deployment, and ethics, public perception, and obviously governance. One main conclusions from the IPCC is that SRM can reduce climate risks while introducing new risks. So it's, I think, a repeated theme today, risk trade-off, or which risk would you prefer? And another important thing, I cannot emphasize this more, but SRM cannot be the main option. SRM will be the complement, would be or could be the complement to other climate actions, mitigation, adaptation, and carbon dioxide removal. I think the IPCC did not provide enough answers to key critical issues, and that's one of the, I think, why CEEW and C2G published a report on the knowledge gaps, but we do also admit that. So especially when it comes to the overshoot of temperature, because we are running out of carbon budgets, so we might, the global temperature might exceed 1.5 degrees or sooner or later. So, and we don't know what the role of SRM can play with sufficient confidence. There are a few papers, but there's a huge knowledge gap here. And also the IPCC report talks about the climate risk reduction and the novel risks, but there are a few papers that deal with this risk trade-off explicitly. So I think although IPCC report, the main text, the foundation, there's a long way to go.